Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
Sanibona, kule video sizokhuluma ngomsebenzi omuhle wenziwe enye indoda eyilunga lomkhonto wesizwe party. Fanele siyincoma. Okwesibili sokhuluma ngakho indaba le ye-budget. Sizokhumbula ukuthi emveni kokuba i-ANC yathola yakhulumisana nama-political parties anjengo Action SA, Bosa namanye ukuze baphase fiscal framework. Ubudlelwane bawo ne-DA awaziwa ukuthi kumephi. Noma-ke ostays and table nabazohlala phansi ne-ANC bazama ukubonisana, kodwa iyodwa nje into engalamula lento ukuthi i-ANC ivume ukuthi ayiwinanga bese benza lento ekuthiwa yi-power sharing kuphela. Ilokho nje akufisayo. Sizoyibheka leyo ndaba kodwa sizi ukuthi ithini i-EFF ngoba yona yake yakhuluma kanje.
The ANC must know that we are just outside, we're at the doorstep. Once they remove the DA and they want a partner, we are in. There's no government that is going to collapse here because Helen Zille says so. We're not going to hear from Helen Zille.
Sizoyibheka ke le nkulumo kodwa kunento engiyizwile la. U-MEC we-transport eGauteng uhlongoza indaba yokuthi avale ama-taxi rank ngenxa yodlame lolo likhona embonini. Ngithe-ke asilikhulume nalo lolo daba ngoba ngizwe kuyisinqumo esiphusile kimi. Kubuhlungu ukufa kwabantu bebulawa kungaboshwa muntu. Ziningi iy'ntandane esey'khandekile zikhandwa imboni nje le yamatekisi. Into engixaka iphethwe abantu abamnyama bodwa kodwa indlela ababulalana ngayo ingaphekwa kwenza. Sizokhuluma-ke ngalolo daba.
Kuhlaselwe ithimba lezindaba ze-Newsroom Africa ngabantu abangaziwa ngesikhathi licoshela ngodaba lokudutshulwa kwephoyisa eNanda enyakatho yeTheku namhlanje ekuseni. Leli phoyisa belimile ngasesitolo liyothenga i-airtime ngesikhathi lihlaselwa. Iphoyisa lidubuleke amanxeba ambalwa lashona. Akaboshwa muntu malungana nalesigameko. Isigameko senzeke lapho ithimba lisaxoxisana nesihambeli salo esiyingxenye yesigungu esilwisana nobugebengu kule ndawo. Lapha-ke belisalindele ukubika bukhoma ngesikhathi kuzwakala obethi kufanele lisheshise. Kuthe kungezelele umuntu kwabonakala isihambeli sibaleka kwalandela intatheli kwenza umthwebulo wezithombe naye obaleke washiya ikhamera iqopha kanjalo. Kubonakale owesilisa obegqoke ikapisi leqembu umkhonto wesizwe oqoqe ikhamera walayeza ebantwini abebesendaweni yesigameko ukuthi uma libuya ithimba ikhamera lizoyithola kuye. Wayiphephisa kanjalo-ke ikhamera yethimba le-Newsroom Africa.
Ngithe nje asiqale kulolu daba sincome. Yinhle kakhulu into eyenziwe ubhuti lo ngokuthi aphephise ikhamera ye-Newsroom Africa. Yinhle ngempela iyadinga ukunconywa. Ngoba futhi ibeka neqembu lomkhonto wesizwe party kahle ngoba ukube bekayithathile ngoba phela mhlawumbe kube yena bekangabonanga ukuthi i-live ubezoyithatha icishe. Ngabe manje kuphuma ezinye iy'ndaba kuthiwa hey umkhonto wesizwe party ufuya amasela ukuthi kushiwo yonke into nje ngayo kodwa nje siyayincoma into enziwe ubhuti lo. Asidluleke singene endabeni ka-MEC. Ubekhuluma ne-Newsroom Africa echaza indaba yokuthi bahlongoza ukuthi bavala amarenki. Ngake ngakubona ngaphambilini lapho khona akavalwa khona irenki uhulumeni wakhipha amabhasi. Abantu banga-affecteka baqhubeka baye emsebenzini nalafuneka baye khona ngoba ekugcineni kosuku lezi mpi zamatekisi azigcini ngokuthatha impilo zamatekisi. Kwesinye isikhathi kugcina kulimala nabo abantu abangamalungu omphakathi. Ngicela uzwe la.
Thank you very much, Xoli, and good evening to you and the viewers at home. It's not only me who did that. All my predecessors have done that. And I must say that every time there's that intention to close the taxi ranks, they all rush to the table and want to speak. And this morning we met with the women in the industry who are in the industry forced by these killings. Not that it was their choice to participate in the business. They are participating because their husbands were killed. And we had this consultation with them today just to, one, as part of being a product of women's struggles themselves. This is one complex issue. I always say it's complex because you don't know who's killing people. And no one has been arrested ever since this started in our province.
Njengoba umuzo MEC la echaza ukuthi bonke abantu abake baba ngo-MEC ngaphambilini nabo bakwafika isikhathi sokuthi abasithathe lesinqumo lokuthi bethi cha siyawavala amarenke bonke ngoba lokubulawa kwabantu akukaze kwama. Futhi okubuhlungu manje sekukhona ngisho omama abangama-owner abaphoqwe isimo ngoba basala bengenabakhwenyana badutshulwa kule mboni yamatheksi. Okubuhlungu-ke kunakho konke akukaze kwaboshwa muntu njengoba bethi nje umzekezeko ethi umzekezeko ufake imaski le akwaziwa ukuthi ubani obulala abantu. Kodwa-ke isizathu esenza lokho i-corruption le khona la e-South Africa noma-ke asithi amaphoyisa wakithi awekho capable ukuthi angakwazi uku-investigate lento le ayitho engenayo i-crime intelligence beyinconywe KZN ikwazi ukulandela abantu yathola ukuthi obani abashaya ama-cash in transit. So la kufuneka nje iqiniso silimele ukuthi amaphoyisa awakafuni ukuyixazulula le nkinga le yasemarenkeni, awakazimiseli. Angazi noma kukhona abakuzuzayo na, angibasukeli kodwa ngisho ngoba uma bekwazi ukulandela abantu abashaya ama-cash in transit, amaphoyisa ethu uma kungathiwa nje kuthinteka isikhulu esisodwa sikahulumeni ungawabona ukuthi ayasebenza, kodwa ngoba kufa abantu nje abangenandaba nabo. Awuthini siqhubeke no-MEC?
One of the things that worries us is that, and you remember last time when I was here, that we have constituted a committee that looks into all issues relating to operating licenses, dispute on routes, conflicts, and many other issues that the industry is faced with. And we have called for CAM. We're sitting every Friday from 6 o'clock in the morning. It's a whole lot of issues. And fortunate for us, we're unearthing a whole lot of things. If you listen to them, they hide behind saying there's duplication of permits, and that's what we are attending to. Yeah. And they all know, and they all participate through their leadership in that crisis committee that we are dealing with. And what surprises us is that since January to date, 59 people died.
Emzameni-ke yokuxazulula inkinga lezi eziba khona uthi u-MEC bakhande i-committee elihlala every Friday la kuzanywa khona ukuthi akuboniswane yini mhlambe engaba inkinga. Uthi bacasha ngokuthi kuthiwa hayi kunama-duplicate kuma-permit nama-license. Okay, akuhlalwe phansi kulungiswe every Friday. Kodwa uzubona ukuthi into abacasha ngayo akusiliqiniso. Still abantu bayafa. Cabanga kuswa ngoJanuary kuze kufike namhlanje April manje sekufa abantu abawu-59. 59 yobaba bemizi, yobhuti kwabanye abantu, yabakhwenyana kwabanye abantu. Ibhlungu nje lento enzeka ematheksini. Lapha emaphoyiseni ikhona i-taxi violence, angazi i-taxi violence what unit. Kodwa uphi umsebenzi wayo uma kunje? Asiqhubeke no-MEC.
And they die being killed as part of conflicts in the taxi industry. So if it's true that it's about duplication of routes, if it's true it's about permits, why do you continue killing each other when you know very well and participate in the resolution of the challenges that the industry is faced with? Yeah. And that's why today we had to call the mothers that have experienced it, the mothers that are participating in the industry, to say, how do we resolve this matter moving forward? Because closing ranks will affect them as mothers. Yeah. And I must say, it was very an emotional meeting ever since I've been in this portfolio, where we all cried and where we said enough is enough. The agreement we have is to close the ranks, and not only close them for a week or 2 weeks, but to close them for 6 months and make sure that we come to the end of this. Okay. And this is not only in Water and Nondu. As I talk to you now, there's killings in Mawiga, northern part of Tshwane. There's killings in Zonke, in Ekurhuleni. There's killings in the West Rand. Yeah. And all this is masqueraded. When you ask, they masquerade it under the pretext that it's about disputes on the routes, but it's not. And this we have on good authority, because they kill each other because of power. they kill each other because of imali yebucket.
Misi eqaleni mayiqala ukukhuluma ukuvezile ukuthi njalo mase bethatha lesinqumo sokuthi bethi siyawavala ama-rank ila isikhathi befuna ke laba association ukuhlangana kuthiwa asixoxisaneni futhi uyabuza ukuthi okay uma ngabe ngempela inkinga ilento yama-permit asemgwaqweni nane bangane nemizila bafelana abantu uyabona nje ubala indawo ezibulalana kuzo ngapha koVale ekurulene zonke uyabala nenandula ama-association bayabulalana hayi ukuthi kukhandeka iy'ntandane zikhandwa nje abantu belwa angazi mina ukuthi babangani labantu akekho futhi owaziyo ngoba impi yakhona ayilwe emini ibhekene fika abantu nje badubula umuntu bahlukane nenkinga kuphelele lapho kungaboshwa umuntu futhi ekugcineni. Yeah, so MEC njengoba ethi manje bathatha isinqumo sokuthi cha bazowavala ama-rank for 6 months noma-ke bezolamba kodwa-ke uma belamba mhlampe bazobona ukuthi kunesidingo. Nenye into engiyibonayo ukungabi na-competition. Futhi-ke kwenzeka kahle ukuthi MEC bathi bazowavala lama-rank. Kwenzeka kahle ngempela abantu bazibona bengonkulunkulu lapha emgwaqweni. Bazibona beyibo. Manje ku-MEC isinqumo lesi abasithathile hayi ngisibona sisihle kakhulu mhlambe kuzoke kwehle ukufa kwabantu. Uthi kodwa zimbili into ezibangwayo. Into yokuqala ebangwayo uthi imali yebhakede, esibili power, amandla. Kuthi kwazi ukuthi kukhonya wena la, uwe. Kodwa ukuze wenze njalo ufuna ubulala abathize. Asiqhubeke no-MEC.
What the acts allow us to is to pronounce the intention. And after you pronounce the intention, then you engage in consultations with the affected parties, which are the associations themselves. And like I say, it's not only in Water and Nondue, it's happening in Zonke. And then you do consultation with the affected, meaning those associations, to discuss your intention and for them to understand where you are finding yourself at as an MEC. Right. And they know that, and that's why immediately we called them to say, by the way, we have met with all the provincial structures of women who are really affected. Yeah. And in speaking to them as the provincial leadership, they went back to speak to their regional leadership and the whole component, and they have requested a meeting on Friday. We've been doing this. It's a yo-yo. It's a back and forth. Every time you tell them this is my intention, they come quickly to the table to say, no, we'll resolve it. We are willing to participate. Look, okay. We are going to consult. We are going to follow the process to the latter, but this must happen. I agree with the Portfolio Committee on Community Safety. It cannot continue as business as usual. It's people. You know, if they were killing themselves amongst themselves, it was better. But then they kill ordinary citizens in the process. And we shouldn't allow people to die. 59 lives is a lot, Xoli.
Indeed.
And somebody must take responsibility.
MEC manje uveza ukuthi le process yenziwa kanjani ngokomthetho. Uthi act ithi abaxhumane nalaba njengama association babazisa inhloso yabo. Manje bese emveni kwalapho mase bexhubene nabo bese belandela imithetho leyo bekwazi ukuthi bagcine beyivalile ama-rank. Uthi-ke ngempela banele nje babazisa ngenhloso yabo sebeyaqhamuka manje bethi no akukhulunyiswana emveni kokufa kwabantu la kulimale khona nabantu abangahlangana nendaba zama-taxi. Yingakho ku-MEC yathi lesinqumo fanele senze uthi uyavumelana nento ade ikhulunywa kwi-Portfolio Committee. Uma ngabe-ke niyafisa ukwazi ukuthi kuthiweni ku-Portfolio Committee ningangitshela sokwenza ivideo yobiqondene ne-Portfolio Committee kodwa lokho singakwenza uma nina njengabanikazi be-channel ningathi kimi asiyenze ivideo la sizozwa khona kabanzi ngoba la ukhuluma into isummary yento ebeyikhulunywa ku-Portfolio Committee kodwa ukuze nazi bekuthiweni u-Portfolio Committee yiziphi ezinye izinto eziraisiwe khona concerning nje indaba ye-transport la eGauteng namathekisi nizongazisa. Asiqhubeke no-MEC simcapho nokugcina bese siyaphuma sibuyele edaweni lwe-EFF.
Second is a consultation with the provincial and regional leaderships, because this is this is not only in Johannesburg, but it's also in other regions, to discuss this and champion a way forward. And the team, the technical team and legal aspect are going to start the process of the intention of instituting Section 91, making sure that we follow the process to the latter so that we're not legally found wanting. And our plea has always been calling for calm, them trusting the process. They sit in the crisis committee. If there's issues, there's a dispute resolution committee that sits on them. There's continuous meetings that sit on conflict. Why are they not raising their issues there? And why are they resolving to kill each other? Okay. That is our worry, and that's why we will close the ranks so that they come to their senses and understand that it's not about them. It's about all of us, and they can't bully all of us to using them. We can close the ranks as and when we see fit, and there's alternative transport. By the way, the e-hailers are there, the bus operators are there. There's a whole lot of young women and young men who are willing to provide the public transport service to people of Gauteng. Okay. And they must know, these fathers who are killing each other, that we're not afraid of them. We will close the ranks. And this time it will not be like Khabisi Msungutu did, may his soul rest in peace. It will be for a longer period, and they must be careful that they might not even come back.
Indaba ezinhle kakhulu ezeshiwo uMEC ethi bazovala 6 months futhi isikhathi eside. Uma futhi beqhubeka singaxazuleka inkinga zabo bangagcina bengasabuyanga, ngoba zikhona ezinye indlela. Bakhona futhi abanye abantu aba-willing ukuthi ba-provide i-public transport ezokwazi ukutransport abantu. Into enhle kakhulu kabi le eyenshiwo MEC. Akukwazi ukuthi kungafa abantu kukhandeke iy'ntandane. Ayinayo into engikhala ngami nokuthi kukhandeke iy'ntandane kufa abantu. Uma ngabe kunenkinga kungani ingaxazululwa, ikhulunywe ilungiseke. Kodwa-ke nohulumeni naye noma MEC be-exercise amandla wabo babanawo. Ayinhle kakhulu into abayenzayo. Kodwa amaphoyisa, yabona mina vele amaphoyisa nginenkinga nawo, ngiwathembi vele amaphoyisa. Kodwa ngoba nala funeka axazulule khona inkinga awayixazululi. Le sematekisini nje amaphoyisa awafuni ukuyixazulula. Ifana nsena lento kulabantu ekuthiwa ozamazama, ama-illegal miners. Amaphoyisa awafuni ukuyixazulula. Eyozamazama ke sengeke ngayibona abadla nabo. Abamatekisi angazi. Kodwa eyozamazama sengeke ngababona amaphoyisa akoleka nsuku zonke kaThixo. Asidluleni ke singene nodabeni le-EFF. Noma isikhathi sesambile nje, kodwa asingene nodabeni lakhona bese sizokwazi ukuvala ivideo. Bengeke ngingayikhavi le ndaba ngoba ithinta impilo zabantu. Bengeke ngingayikhavi. Manje ngithe cha, angiqale ngafuthi indaba ebaluleke kakhulu ngoba ziyafa ingane zabantu. Mhlawumbe wena ngeke uzukubona lokho ngoba ungaka-affecteki, nami angaka-affecteki, akekho umuntu wakithi osafile, kodwa ngizibonile iy'ntandane.
What the Deputy President is saying, without saying it, is that currently those parties who are in coalition government don't have a program, both economic program, government program at all levels. In other words, this is the first budget. Remember, we had the medium-term budget policy, which is a precursor to what we're waiting for now. So what was tabled by the Minister of Finance, Enoch Godongwana, is an ANC via the Treasury, what you can call economic policy statement. The DA has rejected that, meaning that the DA is saying, in admission, there is no agreement in a way forward. And that finds itself and it manifests in an economic policy. If you can't agree on an economic policy, you can't agree on anything else, because everything else that you are going to do as government trickles down from an economic policy, which is fundamentally dependent on the kind of budget that you have. So the Deputy President today, what he has done is giving us an indication that in his view, there is no government of national unity. And we need to listen to that point. We don't need to go and misrepresent his views. We can, of course, explain other things, but let's first appreciate the significance of what he has said. There is no agreement. There's no agreement on the economic policy, and therefore, he doesn't see how they're going to move forward together. And the EFF has been correct from the beginning in characterizing this arrangement of the DA and the ANC, that they will not be able to develop a coordinated and coherent economic program because they may agree on some neoliberal tenets of how they want the economy to look, meaning the involvement of the private sector, as the SACP has indicated in the past. But the bottom line is that they don't see the kind of constituency that they need to service in the same way. The DA is not looking at black people as participating mainly in the economy, but the ANC is trying to bring in black people to participate in the economy. But they are not willing to change the structure of the economy itself, which is impossible, meaning that you can then not have a coordinated and coherent program. And the current breakdown that we're seeing now, it's simply because there is no coherent economic program between the two. I mean, the other parties you can talk about, Action SA, IFP, and I mean, they don't even have a stake in this conversation within cabinet and GNU. They're just following through with their small numbers to support seemingly this marriage. But the bottom line is that if you can't have an economic program between the ANC and the DA, you don't have government.
Njengoba uyizwa ke i-senior researcher i-EFF u-Dr. by profession une-PhD ukhuluma ke indaba la eyenzekayo kodwa uthathele enkulumeni ka-Deputy President uPaul Mashatile ukuthi inkinga nje yokuqala ehlasela i-GNU ukuthi ayinayo i-economic program, ayina program. Isizathu esenza ukuthi kabi na program isisodwa. I-budget fanele represent bonke as i-GNU kodwa i-ANC ifike yona ne-budget isiphelile yasithi nazi thina into esiyiproposayo yilona nje into ebangwayo ngoba bekufuneka abahlale phansi babonisana. Yabona nje ibhlungu kabi lento izwayo ukuthi labantu abana program. So njengoba bengena program kodwa ke esinye isizathu ashoyo esenza lokho ukuthi nabantu ababamela ababarepresentayo bona nangokwamapolisi baphambene. Manje isona sizathu esikhulu lesi i-DA anti-black, i-ANC ifuna nayo ukuthi ifake abanye abamnyama. Yonke le nto leyo manje yenza ukuthi kungabuseki kahle. Kanti into ebefuneka bayenze bona ukuhlala phansi babonisane ukuthi okay le economy sifuna ukuyithuthukisa kanjani. uStenezen ukuchaza ukuthi yena ufuna ibudget ezokhuluma ngokuresolve inkinga ye-unemployment kune-economic development. Kodwa leye ANC budget ayisho kanjalo. Kunalokho icindezela abantu ngeVAT. Ilokho kusho uStenezen. Manje uyabona ukuthi i-GNU kahle kahle ayibambisene ngoba i-ANC i-actor njengomuntu okuyena ofuneka ushifuna yena ize nayo yonke into bona bafike bayisupport nje kuphela. Iyona nje into ebaqhathayo le.
No, now let me remind you, South Africans, I think they must not forget this easily. After the elections in 2024, the EFF was correct in characterizing the DA and the ANC coalition. We even warned the ANC to say, you don't have to form a majority government through coalition with the DA. You can form a minority government if you don't want to form a coalition with progressive political parties in parliament. And when it comes to issues of budget, like in this instance, we'll then negotiate case by case. We'll put forward a program of service delivery and say, we want 1, 2, 3, and 4. But with that condition, it meant that the ANC was going to run the government with a minority government, which will require a more genuine consultation. That's the first thing. The second thing, as recent as this weekend, the president, the commander-in-chief of the EFF, Julius Malema, said that we are ready to be part of government of national unity. We are ready to go into coalition with the ANC and all progressive political parties based on a clear program of service delivery. But on a condition that you don't have the DA and the FF Plus in that coalition. And this is for simple reason and why the ANC now is currently having serious challenges. The DA will not agree with you on simple basics of how to constitute the state in terms of building its capacity. The DA will not agree with insourcing in terms of building state capacity, number one. The DA will not agree with the state playing an active role in reindustrialization of industries in Ekurhuleni, in all former black townships where we had factories in Shandima, in Mdantsane, in Putatichava. They will not agree to that. The DA will not agree with a situation where the state lead economic development, whereas you can give a clear mandate to the private sector to say, your role starts here and end here, so that we're able to grow the economy, we're able to create jobs, and. The DA will not agree with that. So when you go into a coalition with such an arrangement, where they are very clear and transparent about their policies, you can't expect to have a different outcome later
Okay,
on.
but
Njengoba uzwa ke uDr esho ukuthi ngempela babatshela ukuthi cha njenge-ANC ningayifoma i-minority government babapha laba omshini ababatshela wona but futhi bona bangabasupporta ngoba bona beyi-EFF bayafisa bona ukuba ingxenye ye-GNU kodwa abafuni ukuba kwi-coalition government ene-DA phakathi ne-FF plus ngoba kuyohlezi kushayisana njalo. Mawubheka nje i-DA isalwela indaba ye-Bella Bill, isalwela indaba ye-NHI, isalwela indaba ye-expropriation bill. Manje uyabona ukuthi kuphanjwe vele ngembono. Ngeke nikuthiwa niyabusa nibamsene kodwa nibe niphambene ngama-policies nabantu enithi niyabasevisa njengoba basho ukuthi kuningi izinto i-DA engeke izivumelane nazo. So kodwa bona njenge-EFF bazimisele uma nje ANC ingasithi yabadinga bazimisele ngempela ukuyojoyina beyongena ku-GNU. So sizomcaphuna kokugcina manje dokotela ikakhulukazi ngifisa akhulume ngedaba lwe-VAT ukuthi bekungenziwa kanjani ngoba kukhona i-statement abasikhiphile as i-EFF ebesikhuluma ngenye alternative ababeyiproposile ukuze kungakhuphuki i-VAT. Futhi ngizwe ubhuti uDuma Gqubule oyi-economist esincoma ngempela uyabona ukuthi ukube nje mhlambi i-ANC beyilalelile bengeke i-VAT ikhuphuke bekwenziwe ezinye indlela simcaphune lapho bese siyivala ivideo.
Like I said earlier, we are willing to go into government of national unity with the ANC. We're clear about that. If you go to the statements as early as last year, we have never minced our words about it. We are also clear about our relationship with the DA and FF+. We are not willing to go into that coalition, at least at a national level, where we have to frame policy and structure the state in terms of how it responds to everything else that we do, unlike in local government. There's no question about that, right? We're clear on that. But if you look at this budget, for example, because fundamentally they don't agree on how to reorganize the economy, they will not agree on a budget. A budget is an instrument of the economy through the state. So when the economy plays itself out and the state has to play a role, the only way the state plays a role is through its fiscal and monetary policy. Had the EFF been in government with the ANC, first of all, the engagements from the beginning were going to be far much more genuine. So if you look at the EFF proposal that we've made in the Standing Committee on Finance, but also we've published a document today, which says that when we went to a meeting, these were our proposals and were not captured correctly. You would have seen that there was not going to be a question of revenue shortfall in the first place because our economic framework is far much broader. We talk about the PIC, we talk about surpluses that are at the compensation fund in the UIF, we talk about a macroeconomic policy that is not limited to the need to want to push the budget into what we call a fiscal surplus, right? Because we are saying once you push budget that direction and you're still working within the growth framework of 1.8%, in the next 3 years, you are definitely going to have higher unemployment. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So it means the conversation would have been far much more progressive. We would have found consensus with the SACP, obviously on reindustrialization, without even a discussion. It means that we're going to expand the entire fiscal framework, possibly even double it more than what MKP is saying, because there's an obvious need to expand the state. So there was never going to be an issue of VAT 14%, 0.5, 15%, 16% in 2 years. No. There was never going to be such a conversation because the overall framework, we're going to be in agreement with it.
Njengobuzwa ke echaze le ndawo nje bengifuna ukuthi ayichaze la ishoyo ukuthi bona kodwa basikhiphile statement ukuthi nje ngenxa yesikhathi angeke ngisakwazi ukusifunda uze ukuthi i-EFF yona beyipropose ukuthi kwenziwe njani ngoba uma kuthiwa i-economy izokhula ngo-1.something% in 3 years leyo nto leyo ngeke izikwazi ukulwa ne-unemployment. Mawuzokhumbula kumavideo adlule sayenza ivideo la uDuma Gqubele uyifundile le budget njengoba uminister wayeyiproposile. There is nowhere la i-addressa khona i-issue ya-unemployment. Uma ingayi-address i-issue ya-unemployment sisazoba nenkinga. So i-DA ike yakubeka lokho ukuthi inkinga esinayo la eSouth Africa sine-spending problem. Kukhona ivideo futhi engayenza la kuchazwa khona kabanzi ukuthi uma kuthiwa sine-spending problem kusho ukuthini angeke sisakuchaza kabusha ukuthi-ke kufuneka manje kuprioritizwe ukuthi njengoba esho nje ukuthi funa kuvuswa ama-industries. Ziningi indawo, kuningi indawo bezazi ukuthi zingama-industrial area, bekunama-firm. Zivaliwe lezo ndawo azi-operate. Izindawo lezi efuneka zivuswe ukuze abantu bathole umsebenzi basebenze. So i-EFF ibine-proposal yona ehlukile, kodwa abathi ngesingabo besingekho isidingo sokukhuphula i-VAT. Kwi-portfolio committee la khona uMinister we-Finance Enoch Godongwana, u-Treasurer General we-EFF Omphile Mauto wayi-raise le ndaba. Wathi no, why ningakhuphuli i-corporate tax? Ngoba nina nayehlisa yayi-29%, nayehlisa nayisa ku-27%. Why ningayibuyiseli ku-29%? Then niyekela abantu, ngoba lokukhuphula i-value tax izocindezela abantu kanti vele bahluphekile. Kodwa-ke ngeshwa-ke i-ANC was not willing ukuthi kulalele lokho, njengoba ikwenza naku-DA. Uthe uMbax kwi-video edlule ayikho bona into eshiwo i-DA abayilalelayo. Uyabona ukuthi i-ANC just ibifuna ukuthi ibe namanamba bese iyaqhubeka yona irun i-country ingathi iyephethe. So uma ulalela zonke into ezikhulunywa uyabona ukuthi noma i-GNU ingaba ney'nhloso ezinhle kanjani, kodwa i-ANC ayizimisele ukuthi kuthiwa akubanjiswana. Futhi i-ANC ine-support yo-IFP, PA yo-Gayton McKenzie nabanye, ngoba labo nje mhlampe noma-ke u-Gayton McKenzie umsebenzi wakhe wenza kahle, funa ngimncome lapho. Umsebenzi wakhe kwi-sports, arts and culture uwenza kahle, futhi ngendlela wenza ngayo nginethemba lokuthi uma engaqhubeka abe uminister sothi sifike isikhathi sokuthi aphume uyobenza omkhulu umsebenzi. I-sports asisekho ey'koleni, kodwa uma ngimbona indlela akhuthele ngayo. Kodwa-ke mase kuze iy'nqumelo ezey'thathwayo ze-GNU, uvikela umqashi wakhe, uvikela ibhosi yakhe okuPresident Cyril Ramaphosa. So noma yini i-ANC ezoyisho uzosayida nayo ngoba naye umqashi wakhe. Ngiyabonga kakhulu ngokuthatha isikhathi sakho ubukele le video. Mina nawe asidibane kwi-video elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.